Let's work with some report sections. You can see here we have a report header and a report footer, and the details are surrounded by a page header and a page footer. Now, if we preview that, we really don't see, let's go all the way back to the top, we don't really see a report or a page header or footer. But let's go back again. Notice in the page header, we see the customer ID. And when we preview, now we understand that it's there. Now I'm going to pull this down, this report header, just a little bit, and it's a left click and hold and drag down. Now in here, I could put some text. So I am going to go ahead and this little button right here, insert a text object. And call it the annual sales report. And of course that object, I can size it up. And I can also make it a little bit larger here in the font. And then I'm going to, I'll make that just a hair bit larger. I'm going to bring that up. But now I want to insert a special field that every time it's printed, it shows the date that it's printed. So let's do this. Let's right click. And we're going to insert a section below where we are. And we have a report header B. Now in here, I'm going to do another text object. Now, if I come over to the side, the right-hand side, and I step down to special fields and expand it at the very bottom, notice I have a whole section of different special fields. So I could fill in the dated date, the dated time, the time zone. I also have down here the print date, the print title, the print time zone. I'm going to come and get the print date. I'm going to put that right inside that other field. And let's scale it out and size it down just a little. And let's bring it up. Now today is February the 11th. So let's see what it says. It says February the 11th. Now that's just by adding another section. Now, could we add multiple sections? Absolutely we could. We could add as many sections as we want. Now what I am going to do is I am going to do something completely different. I'm going to start a new blank report. And I'm going to bring in, from the same database, I'm going to bring in employee and my employee addresses. And I'm just going to finish that up. And I go to design. I'm going to get rid of the print date. Now in the details, I could do this. Let's bring this down a bit. And off to the side, database fields, get the employee first name, get the employee last name, and then under the employee address, address 1, address 2, I could get my city, I could get my country, and the postal code. And let's preview that. And I've got a couple of things overlapping here, but that's fine, except there's a blank row right there. That's a problem. And we can see there's a blank one there. So let's go back. This is how we can utilize the details section and adding more sections. I'm going to right click, I'm going to insert a section, insert a section, insert a section. So we have A, B, C, and D. Now I'm going to pull down the city, country, and postal code into the details section D, address 2 into the details C, address 1 into the details B. I'm going to pull this up. I'm actually going to go into this section and delete those. And let's have a preview. So I still get the blank row, but wait for it. What I'm going to do is come to the C details. I'm going to right click. Now what I'm going to do here is I am going to go into this section and the properties, and it's called the section expert. So details C, I'm going to suppress the blank section. Now I'm also, so it's easier to see, at the bottom of details D, I'm going to draw a line. And let's preview. So notice what we have in here is we have our employees, but we have it without that blank line. Now I haven't determined why I have repeating here of Nancy. Let's go on. Oh, and I do have later on some options. And that's how we can utilize sections for the best impact.